welcome back to Barbells and Beauty. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. I sure do hope you'll hit that subscribe button somewhere down in this corner, I think it is. If you are a returning subscriber, well, welcome back. I sure do love ya. Today we're going to be talking about a few foundations that I am going to be decluttering. I've got one little concealer here too, and there goes my camera battery. I guess I better get that changed. I'll be right back. So I got my camera battery all changed. Let's get back to it here. Like I said, it is foundations that I am decluttering. I have 5 here I'm definitely getting rid of, and 4 that I have on the chopping block. I need to use them a few more times to see what I really think of them. And first off, I'm just going to go with this little concealer. It is a Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in L3 Warm. I got it in one of my subscription boxes. BoxyCharm, Ipsy, I'm not sure which one it was. I'm decluttering it, quite frankly, because it is too dang dark for me. I will never use it because it's just too dang dark for me. Okay, let's just get right to it. I've got the Lancome Tintadol foundation stick. I had this in my project pan. I figured out why I wasn't panning it very much, because it is just not quite the right tone, an undertone for me, and it just does not look good. So pass it on to someone else who could actually use it. Next up is this, the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless. Nice foundation. It's just simply ageless, only for about the first 2-3 hours. Then it settles into every line and wrinkle that I have, and it makes me look more like the Crypt Keeper. Yeah, kind of scary, isn't it? So I'm going to be decluttering this. Maybe it will last on someone else's face a little longer than it will on mine. Then I've got, let's see, well, I'll go with this one. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Filter Foundation. It's not a horrible foundation. It's just, I don't like how it comes out. Can you see it? Can you see it? This kind of looks kind of greasy when it first comes out. I mean, look at that. I don't like this little sponge thing, and yeah, it's just that little bit too dark. I wore it a couple times this summer, and I just wasn't all that impressed with it. So pass it on to someone else. Then I got these two. This is Maybelline's Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. I've got the lightest shade, Warm Porcelain, and quite frankly, look, I'm an Oompa Loompa! That's the lightest shade. Really? And it dries down a little darker. Not impressed at all. I'm not even all that pale. There are people out there who are paler than me. I'm pretty dang pale, but I'm not the palest out there. And this is it? No. No. Then I have this. This is the Fenty Beauty, what's it called? Light Illusion Foundation. Again, in the lightest shade, Porcelain. Okay. You use a finger I haven't used yet. It's not as bad as this or this, but it dries down a little darker, and it gives me a very orange cast on my face when I use it. And I've got foundation now all over my fingers. Hold on. And I'm just a little like, come on, Drew Barrymore. This is her makeup company, and she's kind of on the pale side. And I would think that she would have done a better job making foundation for pale people, just because she tends to be on the paler side. But this is going to be super too light. I mean, you can already tell it's starting to dry down just a little bit darker. Just not a fan of that. So I'm going to pass this on to someone else because, yeah. Then let's get to the ones that are on the chopping block. We will just start with this. This is Tarte Shape Tape, the Hydrating Foundation. It's not a bad foundation. I have a little trouble with it lasting all day for me, which is a 12 to 14 hour work day. I'm going to try a few different types of, not concealers, primers. That's the word I'm trying to look for. I've been on vacation for like 9 days. I'm like, my brain's like, I haven't had to work for 9 days. I don't know how to talk. So, not a horrible bad one, but I've got foundations that I can get to last a lot longer. I don't like just having foundations that only last a few hours. So it's on the chopping block. I will wear it a few more times, keep some notes on, I used, this primer and this powder and it lasted this long, and see if I can get any longer out of it or if it's just gonna go bye-bye. This is another one. You can tell I've used it because look how dirty the inside of the lid is. CoverGirl All Day Flawless Coverage Foundation. It's also just on that hint bit of too dark because CoverGirl apparently can't make foundations that are light enough or that doesn't oxidize, kind of. This oxidizes a little bit and it does not last all day. Their days must be different than mine. So I'm going to use it a few more times with a couple different primers and see if I can get a little better coverage, a little better lasting power on it. If not, it's going out the door. This next one, I'm a little like, cause yeah. The Fenty Beauty Foundation. I don't know if it's, I can't get that Fenty to show up. It's not really going to show up. Yeah. The color match is great. It is, I think, just a little too matte for my face. I wear it a couple times in the summer when it's like 100 degrees outside and about 80% humidity, and it will last, but it also has a tendency to kind of settle into all my wrinkles. I'm going to try it with some different primers. I'm going to try it maybe putting a little hint of oil down on my face in the winter to see if that will help. I know, I'm just kind of like, people are going to hate me if I give away a Fenty Beauty foundation. I'm even a little bit like, she did such an awesome job, because Fenty Beauty is kind of what helped kickstart this whole thing of, we need to improve our shade range, because there were companies out there that, yes, they had great shade ranges, but, for the most part, you had 12 shades, and 12 of them, you'd have 12 shades, and like 8 of them would be medium, and 1 or 2 that could be considered dark, maybe 1 that could be considered light, and the rest of them are like, Fenty Beauty made shade range a thing, and I know, I kind of hate doing that. And the next one that's on the chopping block is this, the Bare Minerals. This is called Bare Skin. It is their serum foundation. 3 years ago, this was one of my absolute favorite foundations, especially in the summer, because it just kind of gives that light, little bit of coverage, and it just would stay on top of my skin, and it didn't settle into my wrinkles. And now for some reason, it is just not working the way it used to. I don't know if this changed, or my face changed, or my skincare I know has changed, and now they're not playing well together. I don't know. I used to love this stuff so much. I hate that now it's just like not working so well for me. So I'm definitely going to keep trying. Maybe try different sunscreens when I'm going to wear this. I don't know. It's almost sad, because that was one of my absolute favorite foundations for, you know, a number of years. This is like my third bottle of this stuff. So, you know, I like it if I'm on my third bottle. I know, gosh, who would have thought that trying to declutter foundation would be just kind of like, really? I don't want to, but it doesn't work for me, and I just want to keep it even though it doesn't work for me. Grow up, Rhonda, jeez. So, there you have it. The few foundations that I'm definitely decluttering because, I mean, come on now. Who wants to look like an Oompa Loompa when you go to work? I know I don't. And a few that I am got on the chopping block, and in 2 or 3 weeks I'll be doing a follow-up to this to let you know if I have decided to keep them or if I have decided to let them go. And with that, I'm going to say peace, love, and take care of yourself, because that's the nurse's orders. Bye-bye.